bottle or
Something.
A bottle of white rum would be quite appropriate.
Mr. Cunningham.
I'm sorry. Can you get
Where's my glass?
Mr. Pierre, the minister
Can-
needs to have something in his
one shot of white rum?
tangible. I wasn't allowed to make rum punch tonight by Mr. Pierre.
Really?
Mr. Pierre, because
Mr. Peart?
You have work tomorrow, right?
Mr. Peart?
Our Jamaicans
Mr. Pierre, this playing a major role in all of this.
Greetings to you all and welcome to the Embassy of Jamaica here in Tokyo. You're on Jamaican soil actually.
Yeah, man.
So any little crime you wanna commit? We're not putting you up in here, okay? But it's so wonderful to see so many of you for the first time. I haven't met you in person, but I know of a number of you. So thank you for taking time from your busy schedules, as Japanese would say, to join us today to, of course, celebrate Jamaica and the visit of our Honorable Minister. And let me extend a very special welcome to the Honorable Edmund Bartlett, the world's best tourism minister, and of course, and his delegation, Mr. Donovan White, who is the director for the world's leading tourist board, the Jamaica Tourist Board. And of course, the communications manager and public relations manager agrees with that, Miss Fiona Fennell. Very warm welcome. I wanted to say I'm pleased that you're all joining us despite the weather, but this weather is great. Yesterday wasn't great, so thank you so much for coming out and bringing your positive vibes and energy that Jamaicans are so well known for. As you know, 2022 has been a significant year for Jamaica. Why?
60.
We're celebrating our 60th anniversary of independence, and of course, Jamaicans all over the globe. Jamaicans were celebrating our Diamond Jubilee. Does anyone recall the theme of the Diamond Jubilee anniversary?
Reigniting the nation.
It's right there. It's right there.
Shall we say together? After two. 1, 2. Reigniting a nation for greatness. Thank you very much. Now, at any point in our journey, if anyone were to ask what has made Jamaica truly great, the answer will always be
People.
it's people. It's our people. So, we celebrate our collective achievements during Jamaica's 60 and look forward to accomplishing even greater things together as a
Nation.
people and nation. Help me write this speech. We thank you all for being a part of the Embassy's Diamond Jubilee celebrations this year. For several events, many of you have served as our excellent ambassadors, showcasing the best of Jamaica, land we love, and something that you do every day in Japan. As I said, you are the ambassadors, I'm just the imposter here. Okay? I'm truly delighted, therefore, that we could host today's community event, a gathering in the presence of the Honorable Edmund Bartlett, our eminent and visionary Minister of Tourism. Though tourism has been his life's work, his passion, his pride, Minister Bartlett is known for his wide-ranging expertise and accomplishment in the political arena, as well as in educating our people at the community level. As a man who deals in superlatives, he's one of the longest-serving public servants, having given more than 35 years of sterling service. And at the rate at which he's going and the way he looks,
35.
he has another 35 years to go. Now, Minister Bartlett hails from the west of Jamaica, and I see that we have so many people from the west. What's up to the center of the country? But he has traveled the 4 cardinal points of the globe to promote the beauty of Jamaica, our amazing tourism product. But not only that, he's been promoting the importance of sustainability and resilience, and not only in the tourism sector, but in all sectors of society, in the environment and the economy. Since his arrival in Japan in Tokyo last Tuesday, as one of the world's leading tourism minister, he's here for the Tourism Expo Japan 2022, which is taking place at the Big Site International Convention Center, where the JTB has a most vibrant and exciting booth, right, Director White? Minister Bartlett is one of 7 tourism ministers from around the globe who were invited to be a special panelists at the 5th Tourism Expo, which is taking place in the margins of this, a round table in the margins of the Expo. And at that session on, I think it was Wednesday, he made the important call for the creation of a global tourism resilience fund. And I must say he was the very best speaker at the event, and he's not talking back. Minister Bartlett has also had a chance to meet with the State Minister for Foreign Affairs, and during that meeting he used it to convey the appreciation of the government and people of Jamaica for the long-standing and the very dynamic relations that we enjoy with Japan. And well, of course, you have been making a contribution to Japan here, many of you in the education sector. Tomorrow, he will be doing a seminar, the Ed Bartlett lecture series at the Foreign Correspondents Club of Japan, where he'll speak a little bit more about the importance of tourism resilience. And after that, he'll meet with the president of JICA, again, an important partner in building tourism resilience for small, medium tourism enterprises. Is that it? Did I get it correct, Minister? Very well. Now, as a demonstration of the very high value that Jamaica places on its relations with Japan, Minister Bartlett will represent the government of Jamaica at the state funeral for former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe on Tuesday. But most importantly, and despite his busy schedule, he has made time today to connect with you, our diaspora here in Japan. This is, I think, the high point of his visit here. So without further ado, I welcome Minister Bartlett to address you. Minister.
Very much, Your Excellency, the Honorable Shauna K. Richard. Shauna has been a really outstanding public servant and a career diplomat and foreign service official that has done marvelously well for Jamaica and certainly herself. And she's worn it so well that you can't tell that she hasn't been in the service more than 3 years. I think Jamaica is lucky to have her posted here.
Very lucky.
And I think that that luck has spun off a little bit on you here in Japan. The relationship between Jamaica and Japan, as she correctly said, has been very strong and enduring and has spanned more than 58 years. And in another 2 years, it will be in fact 60 years, so we'll have the Diamond Jubilee of the partnership between Jamaica and Japan. For most of you, because of your own vintage, you perhaps wouldn't recall some of the earlier engagements between Japan and Jamaica, especially during the recovery period after the 70s. I think that Japan played a very critical role in helping to restart the economy of Jamaica and to bring investments into the country. A lot of effort was made to create a consortium of investment partners, and a number of countries came together just for the purpose of the little history that you need to learn. The United States, Australia, Great Britain, Japan, and Germany. Those 5 countries came together to create a partnership that enabled Jamaica to recover fairly well after we had lost much of our GDP and, of course, our economic strength during a very important but turbulent period of our own political history. So the impact of Japan on Jamaica's culture was not in terms of literature and art and music, as is the case of the UK and the United States, but it was more in terms of technology. So that the electronics and the automotive industry, for example, the Toyota car became the standard conveyor in Jamaica, and of course then came Honda, you name them, and almost every other vehicle in Jamaica became Japanese vehicle. Then the electronics field, for radio and television and communications in general. So we became connected in this way, and in more recent times, agriculture through coffee, and then of course energy through the Jamaica Public Service with Mariveni. So what you have seen in terms of your own engagement here, and you become part of a cultural exchange program where your ideas and your thoughts are being infused in the whole development process of Japan through the classroom and elsewhere. But you also have been absorbing much of their own cultural patterns. And I noticed that in terms of how you dress, I noticed that in terms of how you look. I mean, tapered and streamlined and efficient. Unlike me with bulges all over. And the discipline.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bryson. I think when you go back, we're going to have to ask Pim to call you Minister of Tourism and the people. Because you certainly underscored throughout your speech the importance of Jamaicans and the value that they bring to our nation, including every single one of you sitting here this evening. And I thank Minister for underscoring that. But I think you'd also want to get to know the people a little more. And so right now, what I'll ask each of you to do is to just briefly introduce yourselves. A few of you would have had the opportunity to do so downstairs early on. But we want to hear from all of you who you are, where you're from. And of course, if you have any questions, any comments that you want to bring them, certainly this is the time to do that. I will start with the gentleman in the corner here.
Well, anyway, you want to start. Good afternoon.
Yeah, man. You have to have Jamaican food else in nice. A potato though. A sakana, fish, escabeche fish, and jack's chicken. Sweet potato pudding. Rum is here, so that's the important
We have
thing.
soup and everything.
Soup. Soup bust the gas. Soup bust the gas.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry, I'm
Or a bottle or
Something.
a bottle of white rum would be quite appropriate. I'm sorry. Can I get
Where's my glass?
Mr. Pierre, the minister
Can-
needs to have something in his
one shot of white rum?
tangible. I wasn't allowed to make rum punch tonight by Mr. Pierre.
Really?
Mr. Pierre, because
Mr. Peart?
You have work tomorrow, right?
Mr. Peart?
Our Jamaicans
Mr. Pierre, this playing a major role in all of
and
this.
Mr. Pierre is playing a major role in all of this minister. So, yes, so just to propose, let's see, we have some nice ladies here. Livette?
Livette?
Where's Livette?
As we live it.
Livette, can you come and propose a toast? Right. To the minister as he goes from nightlife in Tokyo. Yes.
Live it and co. As she live it.
That was it. Propose a toast for the minister for his next 35 years of service.
Right. To Minister Bartlett, thank you for joining us this evening in such a wonderful occasion on your work visit to Tokyo. We lift our glasses, wishing you all the best for another 35 years in the tourism industry. And more. And we hope that the ideas and the questions that were generated today will find some solutions in the near future.
Hallelujah.
Thank you so much.
Glory. Here.
He's a jolly good fellow, for
He's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow.
And so say all of us. And so say all of us.
That them
And so say
say,
all of us.
indeed,
He's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow. Which nobody can.
hooray! Up, up.
Thank you so much.
Curfew.
I think this is definitely a high point in this working visit of mine. And I will go back with fond memories of this evening. I must tell you, Mr. Nevin, I have not had jerk chicken this way in a long, long time. And that's very true. And to have eaten as I did is also a signature statement of the quality.
Thank you, sir.
Wow.
Thank you, sir.
And the patties,
Well, I didn't get any patties.